Hi guys, it's CJ here of YugaTech, and the Galaxy S25 series has arrived, boasting more focus on the new suite of AI features through Galaxy AI, which are highly evident with the Galaxy S25 Ultra. While there's a lot of new additions in terms of software, hardware changes seem minimal. That said, it begs the question whether it's time for a phone upgrade or should you stick it out with the old one. We're about to find out in our review of the Galaxy S25 Ultra. Let's dive right in. The Galaxy S25 Ultra marks a subtle yet significant shift in design philosophy. Gone are the sharp, notebook-like corners of the S24 Ultra and are now replaced with rounded edges and a flat titanium frame. It's slightly narrower, thinner, and 15 grams lighter than its predecessor, improving one-handed grip without sacrificing the premium heft Ultra fans expect. The frame now uses grade 5 titanium paired with Corning Gorilla Armor 2 glass on both the front and back. This second-gen glass reduces glare by 75% compared to conventional ones. The IP68 rating remains the same for dust and water resistance. While the S24 Ultra's angular design has a distinct character, the S25 Ultra's ergonomic refinements make it more pocket-friendly. Coming from a long-time Ultra user, Boss Abe thinks these incremental changes do not necessarily encourage an instant upgrade. However, if this is your first upgrade in a long while, especially if you're coming from a different brand, then you'll appreciate the improvements on the S25 Ultra. For iOS, the power button and volume rocker are found on the right side. There's the noise-canceling mic up top, and the loudspeaker are on the edge of the display. And at the bottom, we have the USB-C port together with the other speaker grill, primary mic, the dual nano SIM tray, and the S Pen slot. Speaking of the S Pen, it sadly gets a controversial downgrade. Gone is the Bluetooth functionality, removing remote shutter and air gestures to accommodate a slimmer chassis. This is quite a disappointment, especially for folks who have been using these features. Flip to the front, the S25 Ultra features a bigger screen using a 6.9-inch dynamic AMOLED 2X panel with even thinner bezels. Previously on the S24 Ultra, it had a 6.8-inch display. While both models share similar specs like a quad HD resolution, 120Hz adaptive refresh rate, and a peak brightness of 2600 nits, the S25 Ultra adds Gorilla Armor 2 for better scratch resistance and reduced glare. In terms of visual experience, you get one of the most stunning displays on a smartphone. It's still bright, vivid, and crisp as ever, and should be more than optimal for watching videos or playing games. Samsung also improved the S25 Ultra's speakers, delivering fuller mids and deeper bass as compared to the S24 Ultra's thin sound profile. This also makes the dual stereo audio more immersive than before. For biometrics, the S25 still uses the same ultrasonic under-display fingerprint sensor along with a face unlock, both of which are snappy in our experience. Moving on, the Galaxy S25 Ultra's cameras build on the same foundation as its predecessor, but with one key hardware upgrade, a 50-megapixel ultra-wide camera, which was previously 12 megapixels. Meanwhile, the rest of the cameras remain the same. This includes a 200-megapixel main sensor, a 50-megapixel telephoto with 5 times optical zoom, and another 10-megapixel telephoto with 3 times optical zoom. While that may be the case, we can see the improvements to image processing thanks to the new Snapdragon 8 Elite chipset. You can check out our sample photos right here. In comparison with last year's S24 Ultra, the 50-megapixel ultra-wide captures up to 4 times more detail and greatly reduces noise in night shots. There's the new Pro Visual Engine that leverages AI and provides multi-frame noise reduction, sharper textures, and improved dynamic range, especially in low-light telephoto shots. We also can't forget the new log video capture, which gives you pro-level color grading, though you might need a third-party software to do color corrections manually. Well, there's still the auto color correct option in the Gallery app if you accidentally record in Pro Video mode. Speaking of Pro mode, there's also an upgrade to RAW video recording since the S25 Ultra now enables 200-megapixel RAW capture for 8K footage across all camera lenses. However, switching lens in mid-recording remains disabled, which is fine nonetheless. While daylight shots between the S25 Ultra and S24 Ultra are nearly identical, the newer phone's AI optimizations yield cleaner 5 times to 10 times zoom shots and better ultra-wide low-light performance. You can see our sample clips right here. Furthermore, the S25 Ultra introduces Audio Eraser, a Galaxy AI feature that identifies and adjusts 6 types of sounds like voice, wind, and crowd noises in video. With this feature, we can do selective noise reduction or even amplification, which is great for cleaning up audio in our footage. Sample video for the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra at UHD 60 frames. So this is what it looks like. What do you guys think? As mentioned earlier, powering the Galaxy S25 Ultra is the Snapdragon 8 Elite for Galaxy. The good news is, this chip also powers the other 2 Galaxy S25 models. With the peak clock speed of 4.47 GHz, the Snapdragon Elite for Galaxy offers a 37% faster CPU and a 30% faster GPU compared to last year's Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. Flashing on screen are our benchmark results for the Galaxy S25 Ultra. But it's not all good and dandy. The Snapdragon Elite can consume more power than its predecessor. This shows the importance of Samsung's enhanced cooling system to keep the device optimal under heavy load. When it comes to gaming, the Galaxy S25 performs great. It managed to run any kind of game we threw at it. So if you're a Mobile Legends player or you like more graphic-intensive games like Wuthering Waves and Zenless Zone Zero, you'll love the smooth graphics, loud sound, and better device cooling. Software-wise, the Galaxy S25 Ultra runs on the latest One UI 7 based on Android 15. It introduces a refined visual design with rounder icons, buttons, and menus along with more transparent elements across the UI. The update also brings improved animations and a more organized home screen layout. There's also the new Now bar, which kind of acts like Samsung's own version of the dynamic island, except it's located at the bottom, right through the lock screen. With the Now bar, we can shuffle through different operations like the timer, music player, and more. On top of these enhancements, One UI 7 also introduces new additions to its Galaxy AI, some of which include the Now Brief, AI Select, and like we mentioned earlier, the Audio Eraser. As for update policy, we're happy to report that Samsung promises up to 7 years of OS upgrades plus security patches for the Galaxy S25 Ultra, and that goes the same for its smaller siblings. This puts Samsung next to Google as the only phone makers to provide such a long software support for their flagship phones. In terms of connectivity, the S25 Ultra comes with dual nano SIM with 5G and LTE capability, and it also comes with eSIM support. Other connectivity essentials include Wi-Fi 7, Bluetooth 5.4, NFC, and dual GPS. It retains the same 5000 mAh battery unit from its predecessor, which goes as far back as the Galaxy S20 Ultra, relying mainly on the power efficiency of the Snapdragon 8 Elite chip to prolong the battery life. In our battery benchmarks, the S25 Ultra got 15 hours and 54 minutes of battery life, which is exactly the same result as last year's S24 Ultra at 15 hours and 53 minutes. Quite surprising. Meanwhile, in our video loop test, the S25 Ultra lasted about 25 hours and 50 minutes when playing a 1080p video. From these results, we must see that the S25 Ultra's battery life hasn't improved much compared to the S24 Ultra. For charging, it supports 45 watt of fast charging and 15 watt of wireless charging. Both are the same specs as well as last year's. Wrapping this up, it's time to answer the question, is the Galaxy S25 Ultra for you? If you're a first-time Galaxy S Ultra user, it's indeed a great flagship phone boasting all the great hardware, performance, camera, and it's truly one of the best-looking phones out there in terms of design and software. However, if you're coming from the Galaxy S24 Ultra or even the Galaxy S23 Ultra, it might be best to wait until you get the One UI AI features to try out on your old device before jumping the gun and decide on an upgrade. Besides, the Galaxy S25 Ultra retains the same starting price of 84,990 pesos. It's a hefty price unless you're taking advantage of Samsung's trade-in offers. The good news is that Samsung is currently running pre-orders for the S25 Ultra until February 13th, where buyers can get a free storage upgrade for the same cost. So, during the promo, buyers will get the 512GB trim for the same price as the base model at 84,990 pesos, or the 1TB option for 93,990 pesos. But hey, what do you guys think of the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra? let us know in the comment section below. Also, if you found this video helpful, do us a favor and hit that like button and notification bell to get updates on more of our videos. Don't forget to follow us on our socials at Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok, and visit us on yukitech.com for the latest tech news and reviews. Once again, this has been CJ, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye! See you later!